A girl went through 50 pencils in class, spending the entire period frantically scribbling numbers on paper. When the teacher's attempts to reason with her failed, she confiscated the paper. Though her writing was interrupted, the girl didn't get angry. She simply walked outside the classroom and stared at the sun in silence, ignoring even the teacher's calls. One day, when all the students' work was to be buried as a gift for new students 50 years in the future, the girl's expression grew increasingly somber. When the teacher turned around, she had vanished. After searching all night, the teacher heard sounds coming from the school basement. Opening the door, she found the girl slumped on the floor, her hands covered in blood. The teacher instinctively looked at the door and saw the numbers the girl hadn't finished writing. The girl kept repeating the word stop, but the teacher paid no attention. 50 years passed, and the school opened the time capsule as promised, distributing the artwork inside as gifts to new students. A boy received a paper covered in numbers. Just as he was puzzling over it, he noticed a figure in black clothes in the distance, staring intently at him. But when he tried to look more closely, the person mysteriously vanished. The boy sensed these numbers weren't ordinary, so he took the paper home and told his father it might be a mathematical puzzle. Initially, the man didn't pay much attention and even used the paper as a coaster. However, when he accidentally noticed a familiar sequence of numbers on the paper, his background as a mathematician compelled him to investigate. After breaking it down multiple times, he arrived at what looked like a date, 9101-29996. He searched online and discovered this corresponded to September 11th and the death toll of 2,996 from the terrorist attacks. The man thought this might just be a coincidence. Could someone really predict the future? He copied down all the numbers and used the same method to search for corresponding events online. Every number matched perfectly, even down to the exact casualty counts. The next day, he shared his discovery with his colleagues, but his colleagues dismissed it all as mere coincidence. Seeing their reaction, the man could only present the evidence he'd gathered, explaining that 3 disasters remained unfulfilled, with the nearest one scheduled for that very afternoon. According to the records, 81 people would die. He thought this would finally get his colleagues' attention, but they remained completely indifferent. Unwilling to explain further, the man turned and left immediately. On his way home, he encountered heavy traffic. He opened his navigation app to find an alternate route, but there was no way around the jam. Suddenly, something caught his attention. The coordinates displayed on the navigation map looked familiar. He quickly pulled out the paper and compared them carefully. The numbers following the date were coordinates, his exact current location. Could the traffic jam be caused by fatalities ahead? The man decided to get out and investigate, but at the source, he found only a traffic accident. When he asked a police officer about the details, the officer had barely said a few words before his face suddenly changed and he turned and ran. The man turned around and saw a terrifying scene.